Yo, guess what I'm making today? Shrimp pastelitos. You don't want to miss this one, so stick around. Wepa! And now for your ingredients. You're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Here I have some homemade Puerto Rican sofrito. You're gonna need about 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Here I have chopped up 2 medium-sized tomatoes. Also, you're gonna need 1 pound of shelled and deveined shrimp. Go ahead and chop them up. 2 eggs, sazon, and of course the infamous adobo. Everybody knows what this is. Last but not least, your pastelito shells. So next, I will be adding the sazon. While it's sauteing. And for the adobo, Puerto Ricans, we don't have measurements. This is what we consider a measurement. 1, 2, and a little bit of That's how we measure our food. But you can season to taste as well. So you want to start light and then just add seasoning as you go along. Get that nice and red. Get that sauteed in there. Wow, it starts to thicken up nicely. If you cook it down too quickly, feel free to add a little bit of water, maybe a couple of ounces, so you can really get the juice to mingle. Go ahead, lower the flame and cover that bad boy right back up. As I mentioned, go ahead and add a little bit of water if you want to prolong the cooking so that the seasoning really blends in. I lowered the flame to about low medium. Mixed everything up nicely. And now we're going to cover it back. Let it cook. The last thing you're going to add in are the shrimps. So just throw them in. The flame should be on low. And you want to mix everything up. So here I am laying out the pastelito shells, getting them ready to be stuffed. So now that we've let this sit for about 10 minutes, and depending the type of heating element you have, whether gas or electric, and depending on what type of pan you have, you might need to let it sit a little longer. Essentially, what you want to see is the juice from the mixture as thick as this here. You don't want it to spool out like water, but more like gravy. In Spanish, we call that the guisado. So you want it to be thick, so that way when you bite into your pastelito, it doesn't run down your chin so easily. Okay. Once you have your consistency as such, and your shrimps are cooked, you want to let this sit, or you can just place it into a bowl so that it can take some time to cool down, because the mixture is hot. Go ahead and pour that right into a bowl and let that cool down for a few minutes. So now you have allowed your mixture to cool down a bit. You want to take about 1 heaping tablespoon of the mixture, pour it on your shell. Add a little bit extra shrimp if you feel excited. Here. You don't want to add too much because you still have to fold it. And this can get a little messy when you go to seal them up, but it's all good. Now that you have your pastry shells filled, what we're gonna do next is take the shell and flip them over. Once you have folded over the pastelito in half, the next part is sealing the pastelito so that all of your shrimp stays inside. This is the tool you will use, a simple fork, and all you need to do is press on the edges of your pastry shell. This will help lock in your filling. Next, we will crack our eggs to prepare our wash. And here you want to make sure you have it on 400 degrees. And you want to put on 10 minutes. So what we do is put our back pan away. Yo, I'm lost for words. There's nothing left to do but to taste it. Right here, yo.